Did you look at the subreddit at all?
Yeah, I took a little peek at it.
Okay.
So it's not on that one. Never mind.
Yeah.
The one that's like going viral.
About Matt.
Oh, stop.
I can't even do it this way.
Some people were commenting on like Patricia's post of us, like, rest in peace, Matt. Did
what? No, I did not do that. I did not do that.
Oh. Wait, what?
Should we? Oh.
Nope, it's
what
done.
Post?
One of her Instagram posts.
Rest
and there
in
were like
peace,
3 or 4,
Matt.
and I was like, are Carly and them like up
No,
to
we would
something?
never do
Wait,
that.
was it yesterday?
It was a 2 days ago.
It might be.
Oh, Joe did say something, but I think it was like snake
Not
emojis
rest
or
in
something.
peace.
Yeah, it was not rest in peace.
I think he definitely said snake emojis.
It was like something stupid.
Okay.
I forget why.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Good Influences. We found our subreddit. There was a subreddit that was made about good influences, which is...
We made it.
Did we?
I'm the moderator.
That's how I...
Aaron made it as a podcast.
No, I'm saying like, we made it. We have the subreddit.
I wouldn't even know how I had to be like, Carly,
She doesn't know how to use Reddit at all.
Yeah.
Do we need to hire mods?
There are
for it?
mods.
No, there are mods.
Who picked
So
the mods?
I was on TikTok live last night, and a girl was commenting. She's like, I'm the mod for the Good Influences subreddit. Because I was talking about it. I was like, guys, we have a subreddit. Mike made a post. Ask a question if you want. And there was a girl in there, and she was like, we got a strange post. So like I went to look at that, and I was like, oh, you're the moderator. And she was very sweet. She's like, yeah, it's just me and a couple of my friends. So I think
She's like, here's my
it.
W-9.
Yeah.
Here's my resume.
She's now our employee, yeah.
Invoice.
But people are like jokingly theorizing that you created the subreddit.
Oh,
which is
really?
Funny. Yeah, which is like funny. But.
Oh, no.
Have you ever created a subreddit?
No, he just lurks.
No, I've never
Created.
created a subreddit. I am a moderator of a Facebook group, the Brooke and Connor Facebook group, which was like, I think.
Do you do a lot of modding in there?
How do you have the time?
I think there's like 3 or 4 other like mods in it, but like I can like approve or deny like people into the group, and like sometimes I can see if like someone is like a fake looking profile, and then sometimes if I think something really doesn't contribute to the discussion, or I think it's not about Brooke and Connor and it's someone who's just sharing like they're like
Trying to sell something?
trying to sell something or like share their own business, I'm like, sorry, that's
Does it ever
not
get
allowed.
snarky in there?
Oh no.
People are like, I can't believe Brooke said this.
Sometimes like I really wish I could hop in where they're like, does Brooke like, is she dating Patrick Johnson? This is like before Patrick
Yeah.
was like out, and I'm just like, ha ha ha. If they only knew I have the real tea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you deny people coming into the group.
Like,
What are the requirements?
Are there questions to answer to enter the group?
I think there are. Actually, there are questions to answer, but they're Brooke and Connor related and stuff. But I didn't have to go through that. But I don't know. But Reddit doesn't do like questions like that to enter a subreddit. I don't think so.
Well, Ben and Emil have
you're
a
right.
subreddit. They use it all the time, and they like get submissions, memes, questions. Like, I think having a subreddit's a really good community.
Yeah, because Aaron asked, and I didn't know either. She was like, is it like losery to post on your own subreddit?
like, hey guys, like.
I know. I was like, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like
And I think other podcasts like
it is supposed to be
will
a community.
reference their subreddit too. Yeah.
I think we're so used to snark.
Like negative.
Yeah, that we're like.
That's why I was like, why would I be sending people to a place that's talking shit about us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully people don't use it as a place for us to like clarify things or think that you're going to get like juice from us. Like, I don't know.
Oh, well, the moderator said like you can't phrase anything you write on here to any of us.
Right.
Oh, right.
Like, hey, Mike, I have a question.
Right. That we're not going to be doing customer service.
To be fair, I would answer, but I don't have an account, nor would I know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to walk her through it.
I have my Reddit account from like 2009, probably. That's
Yeah,
like my
same.
main one. That's not the
Go
one that I use.
cancel him, everyone.
There's nothing in there. I looked yesterday. It's just me asking like, on iOS 4, how do you like do this setting? And then it's all just like Mars Volta posts.
Matt, I was cracking up because I was just like, what the hell is Mike going to have on his page that's going to like offend someone?
I don't know. I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
before we
He's like,
make the
make
post.
sure, Mike, you're not using your personal account.
I don't know. You just never know, especially if
Totally.
you've had it for so many years. You don't want to
Did you see the Julia Ernst Reddit drama?
Who is that?
I never really heard of her, and I said this on our podcast, and I'm not saying that in a snarky way. There's so many influencers. How do you know everybody? She's also like 18, so whatever. But I'm gonna have trouble remembering the story. But she basically people found out that she was commenting. I'd have to
on her own page, like adding to the drama.
Yes, like she would add to the drama of her own posts, and she would also talk shit about like her twin sister and saying like,
oh, that's a
she's
crazy
been
person.
ran through and stuff. Yeah, it was just like crazy. I told this whole story on our podcast. I I remembered it all then, but I can't really remember the whole story now.
Do you still browse that awful LA one?
No.
Since
no,
when? Last week?
Yeah, or this morning.
No,
I don't go on it that much.
No, I've muted it.
Good.
Like, I don't.
Is there a way to block it so it just never shows up for you?
I tried looking to do that and I couldn't figure
I
it
think
out.
that-
But like, it won't show up on my feed, even if I'm not
suggested?
part of it. It's not suggested. If there is something where I really want to look at it, I have
That
to go
one-
search
yeah,
it.
guys, you got to be nice.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
subreddit
the thread's getting shut down because he won't be able to handle it.
Oh, on the good influence.
No, I guess I don't know. I can't handle.
I'm excited
No,
to
you
see. Oh, we also like doubled the amount of people that were in it from when we
Yeah.
posted on
Oh,
our
wow.
Instagram
How many
stories.
people are
so
there?
A couple hundred now. It's a
Hi,
good little
queens
community.
We're in
and
the
kings
700s now.
We're in the 700s now.
Cool.
Let's go.
Well, after this episode, maybe we'll have more. Don't make it snark, but I think our mods will be good. And
We
they'll-
have
little snark's okay.
536
Oh.
as of right
if
now.
you get snarky, I'll make an account and chime in.
yeah. And it'll say Aaron Guilfoy.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that I think this is so funny. Brooke Schofield, she has a Reddit account and she's like will comment on like the canceled stuff or stuff about her on Reddit and everyone knows it's her. Like it's very open, which I think is so funny because she'll respond and be
Yeah.
like, "This didn't actually happen this way." Blah blah blah.
I'll probably respond to stuff if there's some outrageous shit in there. I don't care. I'll say, hey guys, or like if someone asks a question. I mean, I'm on.
yeah,
Reddit
I wouldn't
all the
mind
time.
responding in there either.
Yeah, in our subreddit, I would never go into like one of those awful ones and be like, no, Matt and Patricia actually are happy together. Like, you know, like whatever.
Hey, Mike Shuffer here.
I actually know Matt
Actually.
really well.
To chime in.
Yeah.
God, the worst are those ones where people will post about celebrities, like a certain cast member of a show where it's always sunny in a.
blinds?
Yeah, I'm just like,
Dumois?
what do
Dumois?
you?
It's like figuring out a puzzle.
But it's so surface level and not creative and like clearly just someone's making something up to just get Reddit upvotes. I don't get it. It seems
Sometimes it's like real, right?
Sometimes it's real. Sometimes they get it from Dumois, which is sometimes.
Has the girl behind Dumois, has she like come out and been like, it's moi?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Dumois?
I love the clip of the guy from Barstool pronouncing it incorrectly
Oh
over
my
and over.
God.
Doc
Dave.
Smocks
Doc
and
Smock.
dude.
No, it's so
That's such a good
funny.
clip of him. And he has that dog now too that I always
Miss
see.
Peaches.
Yeah.
I
It's kind
saw-
of funny that he has the same name as the dog, like same name and same dog as Claudia and Phineas.
It's like a pit?
They have a rescue pit bull named Peaches.
Oh.
I don't know if that's like a popular name for pit bull
Well,
girls.
his
like,
is Miss Peaches.
I think that's what is that maybe a Miss. He's like always calling her Miss
Yeah.
Peaches.
Miss Peaches.
Look at you snarking.
I'm not snarking.
Like, this is snark.
I'm
You're-
saying a positive thing. I'm like, that's.
isn't it weird that like this person?
Well,
talking
no,
to this
it's not. I'm
person?
asking if that's like a.
But this is like conversation.
Is this like a known name
just
for
messing with you.
female pit bulls? Is that like a
No, I
popular
just
name
like
for them?
Peach is like a. I mean, that's Jenna and Julian's dog's name.
Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. I've never met any other dog named
In a Mario
Peaches, and now I feel
character.
like I'm seeing a bunch.
Or like people always
Jennifer.
have like a golden retriever named Sadie. Like
Sadie.
that's-
What? I've never
I
heard
feel
that.
like Sadie
I'm
is
like
the
Buddy,
most-
maybe Sadie.
Sadie? You've never met someone
I've
with a
never
dog?
met a
Samantha.
dog named Sadie.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I met
I don't
like
think I have-
12.
What?
Yes.
Maybe it's a big
It's like
thing
a
in
Texas
Texas.
thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I went to look at like what I'm sub to on Reddit, and the first thing is 1,000-pound sisters.
Carly.
1,000-pound sisters, 23andMe, 30 plus skincare.
23 and me.
You're
Yeah.
on a 23andMe subreddit?
Am I the asshole?
What do they talk about there?
Actually, I don't really know. I never really see it pop up.
Hold on. I didn't really catch that. You're saying the 1,000-pound sis, like the.
That's a subreddit
In
I'm
these
sub to.
subreddits.
It's a show on TLC.
Yeah, wait, try being my size, Amy.
Yes.
You don't.
Yes,
understand.
Tammy and Amy.
You don't get it.
Honestly, the 23andMe isn't that exciting. It's literally people just posting. I think I got all excited when I did mine. I was like, ooh, what's other people's? And so I subbed to it, and now I don't really look at it.
That is a good thing to do sometimes with your friends is just like share what subreddits you're subscribed to because you can find some new cool stuff that you would
Oh my gosh,
never have
there's
thought of.
Pop culture
Yeah.
chat's
I love,
fun.
Life pro tips. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
ones. Buy it for life too. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
a
to
great
our
one.
last episode we just did about just like people who are like going, I've had this for 10, 15 years. It's never broke
Yeah.
once. Frugal something. There's one.
Oh
that's
yeah,
like
Frugal's
I
good.
see that one all the time.
Wall Street bets.
Wall Street bets.
Yeah, that's like the one that made GameStop go viral.
Oh, I just watched the Dumb Money.
Did you
Oh, is
like
that
it?
good?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it's
Did
really
they talk about Reddit in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's really good. It's on Netflix now.
Oh.
Paul
I watched
Dano.
it. He's so good.
It makes you
He's so
feel
good in the Beach Boys movie.
Yes, Love and Mercy.
Yeah, so good.
And Shailene Woodley, just being Shailene Woodley.
She was good.
She's
There were
good.
so many people in that movie. Like every time someone came on screen, I was like, oh my God.
What movie are we talking about?
Dumb Money.
Dumb Money. Pete Davidson's in it.
Oh.
Shailene Woodley, though, is kind of like Jason Bateman, though. We're like, she kind of plays the same thing every time, but it's good. It's endearing.
Yeah.
But she's a little,
I thought it was really interesting. I didn't know what was going on half the time, but
in the movie.
because it's all like stock stuff, and I just like don't know. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
We recently came across the clip when we had Ben Kahn on instead of you for an episode, and there was a clip of like you asking, or it was the stock market, and I was like, Ben, for people who don't know what the stock market is, can you explain? And Ben was like, everybody knows what the stock market is. And I was like, no, they don't. And then you each tried to explain what it was.
Like, it's a street in New York.
So much money like in the stock market, but I'm just like, okay.
I know. I'm just like, it does its
having
thing.
no idea. Like, you're like, I think it's like a place in New York where people yell at each other.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, and celebrities sometimes cut the rope.
yeah, that was really funny.
You guys, I'm subbed to, I don't know why or when I did this, bearded dragons.
That's a weird
Because they're so
subreddit.
cute. I just thought they were so cute. And I was like, I want to see everyone's bearded dragons.
I'm subscribed to
Bravo.
Donnie Darko and
What's on
Blade
there?
Runner. It's just people who are like constantly revisiting the movie and pointing out weird things or
I like doing that when I finish a show. Like after I finished Breaking Bad, I was like, Breaking Bad. And I was reading all the little like Easter eggs that are in other episodes.
Yes.
And, stuff like that's kind of fun. So if
I
you
love
ever.
that.
Well, we
Yeah.
have a lot of suggestions here in our subreddit.
In our own
And
subreddit.
there's some questions. One question that I like here is, what is the most trouble you got into as a teenager, and what did your parents do as punishment?
Oh boy.
I can say I literally never got in trouble. I was such a good kid.
In middle school, I was like into making like drawings that like you.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this?
Yeah.
Where you drew like
I made a
you
clip
drew
of it, I
boobs or
think.
I drew
Tell
like
it again,
it looked like
so
an
get at
alien.
me.
It looked like an alien having its hands up, like going whoa, and
Yeah.
then you pull it turn upside down, and it's like a topless woman. And
That's pretty
my
artistic.
eraser
Yeah.
was down to
Fancy.
like just the metal, and I was just like, I wanted to erase it, but I just decided to scrape it out. And one of my teachers like came by and saw that what I had drawn behind the scratch out marks, sent it to the principal, got called down to the principal. She had to call my mom, Mrs. Harris, and she's like, I'm with Matt right now. And it looks like he drew a doodle, a cartoon, what appears to be a topless lady.
I do.
And I got a full day DMC.
What's a
And
DMC?
a DMC is like an all day detention.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
don't
crazy.
know. Yeah.
Carly, I feel like you probably never got in trouble either.
I probably told the story. It's the only time I really got in trouble in high school when I slept at my friend's house and didn't tell my parents on accident. It was literally, have I told it?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, my best friend, we spent like 24 all our time together. She was over one night and she had terrible anxiety. Like I didn't know anyone that had more anxiety than me except her. And we were at my house watching Grey's Anatomy and she was like, can you please just sleep over? Like I'm not gonna be able to sleep because of my anxiety. I was like, of course. So we just like went to her house, fell asleep. And then I just forgot to tell my parents. For some reason, I was like, it's not a big deal. It's just Caitlin's house. Like, I'm always there. And I wake up and Caitlin was like, Carly, your mom has called me like a bunch of times, like texted me, called me. I think she's called you. And she's really worried. But I told her you're here and they want you to come home like right now. And I was like, my parents never got mad. Like, I never did anything. My parents were never mad at me. So I was like offended almost that my parents were mad at me. I was like, I didn't even do anything. So I got home and they were just like pissed. And so the next time I slept at our house, I obviously asked my parents, but then I also was like, I also got a bunch of Post-it notes and wrote, I'm sleeping at Caitlin's on like 100 of them and put them all over the house.
Oh my
So
God,
like
so passive aggressive.
when my dad would open his laptop, it would be there. Like when my mom opened a drawer, it would be there. It was like in very
That
specific
is
places.
so funny.
That's
Yeah.
like a jackass prank. Just
Yeah, I was like,
every-
they're gonna know.
Jesus
But when it's like
Christ.
you were the one in the wrong in the first place,
Yeah.
but then you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it in
Wow.
a fuck you. I did it more as like a silly joke.
Yeah.
No, I really did. I was like, my dad will laugh at this.
Yeah.
I really didn't do it to piss him off. I was just like, this is funny.
There is a lot of suggestions for episodes.
Let's
which
hear 'em.
You guys
I
were
told
talking
you
about. A lot of people asking us
I
to do
told-
a live show, which I think we could talk about
Have
too.
talked about that too.
Yeah, okay. Jesus.
Cincinnati, we're coming.
Come to Brazil. I really want to do one.
Yeah, for sure.
A live show?
Yes.
Oh, I mean,
Do we have an audience?
I think we can
We should
find
put out
one.
a survey on the subreddit or like figure
Yeah.
out where people are.
We briefly touched on this, but why was Mike kicked out of book club?
Oh, yes. I've heard two different stories.
Well, you weren't like kicked out. You excused yourself, and then some of us just wanted to like say, "Oh, that we kicked you out." It was just that. Well, yeah, you didn't.
What happened?
You didn't attend one of the last
He
ones.
left, but then you're going around me like, we kicked him out.
It's like when someone gets
I
dumped
broke
and
up
they
with
go,
her.
"Yeah, I broke up with her."
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to add to the spice
bully
that
energy.
you were kicked
Wait,
out.
so what happened?
You could tell the story. I'd like to hear from your perspective.
Well, one book club, I think, you did finish it, but then you couldn't make it. And then the next time the next book came around, you didn't finish the book and you couldn't make it. And so you just like excused yourself.
'Cause you
out
were
of the
really
book
mad.
club. No, I was a little disappointed. I like having Mike run a book
worse.
club. I think the conversations are great. I love hearing his takes on things, but he just did not complete the assignment.
Yeah. And they also read the books really quickly.
We'll welcome you with open arms into
Thank
our
you.
book club.
Thank you.
No pressure. People can't make it all the time.
Well, it's also just the couple weeks of like when we were doing those last two books, I usually will read on the weekends. That's like when I have time. And like 3 weekends in a row, I had someone staying at my house. It was like my brother and then
Yeah.
a friend and then like my parents. And I just like, my weekends are my time to read. And these books are like 400 pages, 300 pages. And I just didn't get time to finish it. Like I tried to read, a couple pages every night. Couldn't finish them in time. Adamant about sticking to the date that we set. I could have done it if it was a week later. But 2 in a row I missed, and I just said, I feel like I
How
have to.
often do you meet?
Oh,
3 times a month.
3-4 weeks probably.
Oh, wow. Well, we would never do that to you.
Yeah.
This book that we're reading right now, I'm not even going to finish it.
Oh,
Oh, are you going to
it's a-
excuse
Kick
yourself?
yourself out.
wow,
Well,
Matt.
it's of Boys and Men by Jonathan Reeves, and it's a nonfiction
Well, it's a great book.
about
Yeah.
why the modern male is failing. But it's
We read that,
basically-
like,
it
6 months ago.
It feels like homework. Like it's not.
Well,
like, give me the
you
bullet
know.
points of like the big takeaways for like a discussion. But like, dude, it is just nonstop, like study after study after study.
Oh,
like
I actually loved that
I know,
book.
I thought it was
feels like
good.
an academic like paper.
Well, you
It's-
just aren't maybe as literate as the
Yeah,
rest
maybe
of
not
us.
smart enough to read a nonfiction book.
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Sure.
You want some drawings and some animations too?
No, I, just, I
pop-up book?
I think Malcolm
Yes.
Gladwell writes a good like nonfiction book.
We'll be right back
So-
after a quick word from today's sponsor, Stamps.com. After the hype of the new year, we all start to settle into our routines. But for businesses who do a lot of mailing and shipping, you gotta keep moving forward.
Stamps.com streamlines all your mailing and shipping to turbocharge your operational efficiencies. And the Stamps.com app is like a post office in your pocket, so you can stay on top of things even if you're always on the go.
Postage rates just increased again. Luckily, Stamps.com is the best discounts in the industries with rates you can't find anywhere else, like up to 89% off USPS and UPS.
Plus, Aaron,
Oh, well, I didn't know
I
you
know, but,
started again.
but you're going to be on camera.
Yeah, I
so,
know. I didn't know you
like-
started again.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna leave that in.
I didn't know you started again.
We
I
got a
was
call.
saying it.
So funny.
Tone down the bickering during
You
the
should
ad
have been like,
reads.
I don't know, I'm busy signing up for Stamps.com. All right. Stamps.com is a one-stop shop for all of your shipping and mailing needs. For 25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses, whether they're mailing out checks, invoices, legal documents, books, or anything else. And if you sell products online, Stamps.com seamlessly connects with every major marketplace and shopping cart.
Use Stamps.com to print postage wherever you do business. All you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale, so you'll have everything you need to get started. If you need package pickup, you can easily schedule it through Stamps.com's dashboard.
Keep your mailing and shipping moving at the speed of your business with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code GIPOD for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter GIPOD.
And now back to the episode.
There's just the
so many
takeaways
good
right now.
ones,
I'm like,
Malcolm.
I need to get to the meat of it more. I'm still sticking with it, but every night I never look forward to picking it up. But I'm
That's a
reading
terrible
it.
feeling. See, if I get that way, I'm just like, I'm not finishing it.
Life's
People
too
have
short to read a
come
book you don't like.
Club that like haven't finished the book, but we just like hang out and drink little wine.
Yeah, no, they're dead serious about
Yeah.
it. Connor Franta comes with like notes And I'm not joking. He like highlights things. There's sticky pages in his
Okay,
book, and he's
I
got
can't.
quotes
I
that
guess
he wrote
that is
down.
the way to do book club, but not for me.
I mean, when we did the Kurt Vonnegut one, which was the only one and only meeting I attended, I loved it. Like,
Someone did ask a question about a Kurt Vonnegut book.
oh, I mean, there's so many in here. I probably should have perused
I
this
also
beforehand,
looked
but
at-
Most
too?
of them, majority of them are suggestions for episodes.
yeah, that's fair. Someone said, "What do you miss most about your hometown? Food, activities, people."
Just the people.
Just the people.
And TJ's,
What's TJ's?
like a restaurant
They were
bar.
TJ's family.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what. Oh, okay. So there's
Yeah.
a specific restaurant that you do miss from.
Yeah. And just
Boston?
like people on the East Coast in general.
Yeah.
I miss.
I know.
just
I
the-
miss Midwest people.
I miss like the rush of memories. Or who was this? Esther Pavinsky. Do you know like Little Esther, the comedian?
yeah.
She was talking on a podcast how she's like she still drives by her ex-boyfriend's
Yeah. Oh, I
house
sent
every
that to
day for
Carly.
15
She's told this
years.
story on every podcast.
So at first I was like, well, that's creepy. That's bizarre. But she goes, but what I love about it is by going back down the street
Yeah.
and passing by it, these memories start coming back to you.
No,
ones that
I
you have
would do
forgotten.
that.
And so for me, what I love about my hometown is going back to all the little nooks and crannies of where I was
Yeah.
in memories that I otherwise would have probably forgotten about start refreshing back in my head. I love that rush. of
I
just-
miss thunderstorms.
Oh yeah.
Like I love a goddamn thunderstorm. Like
We
if
do
there's
not
a
get those.
if there's one on the way, I am so ready for the day. Like I am so excited for the day. Yes, a thunderstorm. We're gonna have thunder. We're gonna have lightning. We're gonna have rain. Love it. We never get it here. That's what I miss.
That's such a good point. We do get a lot of rain, but not.
Rarely we'll get thunder, and if we do, it's like one rumble.
Yeah.
When I was in New Jersey the last time at my parents' house, there was a full-blown thunderstorm
yes,
at
so
night.
nice.
I stood out there, no joke, for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just underneath, so I wasn't getting rained on, and the lighting would like light up the whole sky. It's such a crazy phenomenon. It is the best.
When I look at like a weather radar and I see like a huge storm coming,
That's exactly what I'm
I get
talking
such
about.
a rush. I
Yeah, that's what I was
love
talking about.
Popcorn
knowing
in.
it's coming.
The what?
Yeah.
Puts the popcorn in, gets your blankets ready. Yeah, I
also-
would say I
Miss
think
a
going back to
thunderstorm?
no, because I get them every summer. Like I go home for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
There's,
and
like,
it's
Always raining there?
in what, like
No, there's,
August
like, always-
usually?
Yeah, like July.
Yeah. The East Coast weather does suck for like most of it, but when we're here, going back there feels like, oh, this
Yeah.
is so great.
I mean, the summer's the best, fall's the best, and then everything else is.
I feel like there's like 3 nice days a year on the East Coast.
what?
Yeah, it's either humid or freezing or raining or like
No,
there's never just like a nice clear 75 no humidity. That's like 3 times a year.
I think like May, early June.
What, Matt?
I also like never think about it.
Matt doesn't.
You don't think about
the
weather ever.
I take the day
Oh,
as
yeah.
the day is because it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do. I'm never like, damn it. If
But he
only
doesn't
it was
even check
nicer
the weather.
today.
It'll be 90 degrees. He'll show up
No,
with like
I
a jacket
know.
and sweatpants on, and I was like,
What do you mean? Well, no, I dress for the weather.
Not
I walk
always.
outside and I go, what seems comfortable for me to wear today?
But here in the mornings, it's always colder than it is in like by 2 o'clock. So in the summertime, if it's like 50 during the day, it could get up to 90 at night, and you'll sometimes.
Well, maybe that's when I had psoriasis.
Oh,
And I just wanted
Ableist.
to cover up my arms. I want
Oh.
to bring
He's
that
gaslighting
up.
you.
Wow.
sorry, not all of us are defective.
Well, Mike, one of the top things in the subreddit says, I need to hear your thoughts, Mike, on Carly and Aaron going to the oil rigging brand
Did we
trip.
tell you about that?
I know.
Damn.
the
Did they
bit.
prank you?
No, but I know the bit. I saw Carly's. Did you post
Oh
about
yeah,
this?
I did.
Yeah.
I did
I
to
already
my
saw
mom,
it.
and I did Emma
Next.
and my dad.
Oh, but I kind of oil rigging's kind of funny.
Well, I was dying because a lot of these girls are saying they're getting hired to do underwater welding
Yeah. Which is
at the
insane.
oil rigging, and I saw a video of underwater welding, and
Oh,
I was
it's like
dying.
the most dangerous job on
I know.
earth.
I was dying at just thinking of all these like little girlies saying like, yeah, it's like underwater welding. I love swimming, but I don't know what welding is, but I think I'll be able to figure it out.
And some calling their dad, right? And being like,
Yes.
I think I'm going to take this job.
I saw one where someone pranked their therapist. She was like filming her therapist, and he was like,
That's
It was
so
very-
fucked up.
It was very funny. It was funny though.
Would you go though?
No.
If the brand trip did exist, but like
Is it a
I
tart
would
trip?
go.
No, like I'm sorry.
totally.
I want to go to Bora Bora. I
Yeah,
don't want to go
like
to
everyone else gets
Texas.
a private plane to Bora Bora, and I have to go work on an oil rig.
Well,
We're going to Texas to work on
we
got
got to work our way up, honey. We got to start at the oil rig.
I wouldn't want to do like the actual rigging itself with like the chain and all of that. No, that's like too
What a
much.
fun vlog, though.
But like, stay the night on an oil rig. Sign me up. Get me.
Really?
I
In the middle
actually-
of the ocean?
Yes.
with ExxonMobil.
Yeah.
No.
I would
Too
do
many
it.
oil spills. I don't trust it.
I don't think that would be of any interest to me.
That sounds like so rare, though, for an oil spill. Happens to be the one time you're at an oil rig, and it's like, what, your fault?
I mean, not that it's your fault.
You get canceled.
Yeah.
Would you ever go on a
Matt
submarine?
King
He
spilled
spilled
oil.
It depends how long's the trip on the submarine. Where are we going?
I mean, let's just say like a day.
A submarine.
Yeah, I would
if
not
you-
could
if we were
never
doing-
get me in
Oh,
a submarine.
fuck no.
No, if a submarine from like, if
Anything
we're going
in the
from
water.
San Diego to Seattle, like in one day in a submarine, yeah, I'd do it.
I wouldn't even
That's
do
so
that.
far.
I feel like I'm going to puke even thinking about that.
I had a
That
friend,
is
my
so
friend in
disgusting.
high school,
Stomachs
his
and
older
nuts.
brother was in the Navy, and he would do 6 months on a submarine at a time.
What?
Isn't that disgusting?
It's
God, his sea legs must have been
disgusting.
crazy.
That is,
Sea
it's like
legs.
torture, but you
Body.
get paid a shitload of money.
Does it
But
smell? Where do the farts go?
they have like
In-
pressurizer, and
sealed
they're
in.
putting out gas and
No.
stuff, but it's like everything is like just such tight quarters,
I
and
couldn't
like
do it.
you don't get sunlight. You can't just like jump for 6 months.
But even
Jump.
like I remember like space
Walk around.
videos. Like everyone would always be like, "That looks so cool." I'm like, "But you're just like trapped and you're floating and like you can't like do anything."
yeah,
Oh, I
outer
wouldn't go to
space.
space. No.
No space.
Everything is
and-
just so tight. My friend, he was in the Coast Guard, and I got to like tour his big boat that he was on, and like their sleeping quarters is like prison.
Oh, like little bunks.
Yeah.
Cots.
On a lighter note,
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. I just want to
Oh,
say
sorry.
one thing. Imagine LA influencer snark if Matt went on an oil ring brand deal and spilled the oil.
Oh boy.
You wouldn't be able to look at
You'd
Reddit
have
for
to-
I wouldn't
years.
even
Literally
I couldn't even
couldn't
look at CNN. Are you kidding me? I would be,
Yeah, but you'd be more concerned with LA influencer snark.
I couldn't even. Yeah. No.
Like, do you think the
CNN.
CEOs at Exxon right now are like, this could be something?
No, I feel like it's Girl Boss Town. Where is she? She needs to predict this.
Yeah.
I did a
like,
brand deal with
now they need to do
Chevron
one.
time.
let's not bring that up.
Oh, that was fun. We got to go to the US.
The Pebble Golf, whatever. Yeah.
The girl that did it to her therapist, she kept just like saying things. She was like, I mean, I love gas stations. he was like, why don't we start at a gas station first? You can work your way up
Yeah.
to an oil rig offshore.
Oh my God.
Very funny.
Serious question. How do you put your shoes on?
No.
What? You don't like this question?
We've talked about it
Yeah.
Really? How you put your shoes on?
because it's like shoe, sock, shoe, or socks, shoes.
I've never heard this question asked
Socks,
before.
then go find my shoes. And then I put on the shoes.
Yeah.
How do you put on your shoes? Are you untying the laces? Or
Depends how much I love the shoe. If I really respect the shoe, I'm going to untie it and lace it up. If I realize that the shoe's on the fritz, I'm just shoving my foot damn in that thing.
and then are you retying or letting it be?
It depends. If
Or
I walk
Velcroing.
around until it loosens up, someone's like,
Okay, but question about the socks. Like, do you not like? I put on socks like after I shower. Like, I'm not walking around my house barefoot.
Oh, me
Oh,
neither,
I'm-
especially when I don't have a pedicure.
I have
Yeah.
socks 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Can
So it's
you-
like I already
Too
have
cold.
them on.
Too cold not to have.
I have wool socks that I wear all the
Love.
time.
Do you
LL Bean.
No, but close.
do you work productively not having shoes on?
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
well,
We're working right now, baby.
We're chatting, but like I can't like feel productive unless I have shoes on in my home.
Do you have
Sometimes I
house
feel-
shoes,
What do you mean
or
house shoes?
are you like wearing those
he
around
doesn't
your
have
house?
shoes.
No, Matt walks around the house with shoes on.
Yeah, I can do that, but I
think-
don't have carpet. We have a few rugs, and Patricia's notorious for vacuuming. So
No, but I
it's
agree.
wood
I
flooring.
think the no shoes in the house rule is like one of the best rules you can
Yeah.
implement in a house.
Yeah.
It keeps your house so much cleaner. And if you just like, my business partner Jared just had a baby, and like when he came to my house, took his shoes off, and he's like, our house is now a no shoes household because you have a little baby
All the
crawling around. Like
germs.
but then it also keeps your house so much cleaner. Like,
it depends on the occasion,
brother,
I
these
think-
shoes have been at Newark Airport's bathroom. I
not
don't want that
having
in
it-
my bedroom.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not having a
crazy.
fucking sock hop. Like if I'm having a party.
Well,
and
no, you have
everyone's-
house
sock?
slippers.
Is it sock hop?
Like I'm joking because the
What's a
word
sock?
sock. I don't know. It's like a '50s like party. And
Oh,
wear
okay,
socks
okay,
or
okay,
whatever.
They're talking about socks.
But like, yeah,
too.
but like,
Yeah, like
for
everyone
instance,
comes to your
I'm not
house
going to
and
say
you make
who,
them
but there
take
was
their shoes off. And while you're having like a party.
Oh. Okay.
But-
I see. Sorry.
But I don't
I'm
know.
slow.
I was at a function recently, and a bunch of friends over, and they were like, "Take your shoes off," and someone's feet stunk.
Oh, that sucks.
sucks.
So then I was like, "Don't no, just wear your shoes in my house." It depends how many people you're having over. I guess if you're having 6 to 10 people, take your shoes off. But if you have 20 people over to your house,
If you're having a full blown party, yes, that's an
Like,
exception.
You can't really make everyone.
And then you're going to
Yeah.
clean after
Right.
regardless.
But like if you're just day to day, I mean, I don't follow this rule yet, but I do think it might be something worth implementing at some point.
Yeah, I always have to remind the two of you.
we're
Every
savages.
time you come over,
Yeah,
I
I know.
take them off.
When you grew up, was your household no shoes?
No, but like I would always take my shoes off at the door.
Like you just already knew, like this is disgusting.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh.
But like it wouldn't be an issue. But like my mom would, it was always like I would take my shoes off at the door, and just because I like being in socks.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom would always like put them at the bottom of the stairs, like when she was like cleaning on the weekend, be like, "Can you take all your shoes upstairs?"
Yeah, but they don't go upstairs. They go by
Yeah.
the door.
But, like my mom always wore shoes around the house, like her little sneakers, because I feel like it's
Yeah, I did
better
too.
for like your feet.
I mean,
but
right now I have like house Crocs.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
have like house shoes.
House Crocs.
Crocs in the house.
But they're only
Yeah.
in the house.
TJ has like so many pairs of house Crocs.
Like they won't go. I won't go outside with them, and so they're just cleaner. And that's what I,
I have to
usually
wear Crocs for me are outside.
well, you can have an
You could
outside
have a
and
house
inside.
pair of
too.
Crocs. I have like the one with the fuzzy inside, so I put my wool socks on, nice and thick,
I have
and then
too.
the
Yeah.
like the carpeted
Yeah.
inside Crocs. Oh,
I
great
don't
for the
know.
winter.
I don't know if I told you, but I got the Croc slippers for Christmas.
What are the Crocs slippers?
It's just like a Croc, but it's Sherpa.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're great.
Barefoot or socks?
Always socks.
Yeah, always
I don't
socks,
like
okay.
raw dog a slipper.
Yeah, that's too. Then it gets stinky, and then you're
Yeah.
cooked.
Well,
yeah.
my feet don't smell.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Me neither.
And I like a sock
I love a sock.
because my feet always get really cold.
So do mine.
Yeah, mine do too.
TJ, if you work at an office like desk, he just got this like thing that is like a little pouch that's heated, and he puts his feet in it under his desk.
I need that. I
No.
love those things.
I could not do that.
Why?
I think that's just like another like silly little gadget. Like maybe if I was 75 years old and I'm like like I'm a lawyer and I just need like to be in
No,
my
it feels
zone.
like Saul good. Like feels like a scammy lawyer. Like I'll be
Yes.
sitting there with my feet in the little heated massager. I'm like, I feel like a scammy lawyer. Just
Yeah.
like,
Why?
I don't know.
A scammy lawyer
Yes, I don't
getting
know how
a
to-
foot massage.
Yes, it's like a gadget. I don't know how to explain
Yes,
it.
it's like a
Saul-
silly like
Yeah, like a back
someone's like a back scratcher.
Yes.
They're just like
Back scratchers are great.
Yeah, these people living on a different planet. I don't know
Well,
what-
we're on the same page here.
Yes.
It's a scammy lawyer. Yes.
Yeah.
What is that phrase even? What does that mean?
Like-
It's just
a
like
Saul
Saul Goodman.
Goodman.
Like he's like scammy and he's like
he
always
has
on the
billboards everywhere. He wears a
because
lot
you
of
have like a
rings.
heated blanket.
He has like a toupee. Like it just seems
He
like
has one of those things where you lay on the ground and your feet go in it and it like moves your legs
like,
back and forth
what's
to your
the
hips.
case? Well, how we doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got a little bit
Yes,
of a.
yes.
I get it. I
got
get
a bad
it.
ankle.
I just finished that show and I'm devastated.
I hear it's great.
It's
I'm
such
just
a good
never
show.
In the mood for it.
Aaron, I wanted to tell you something happened in the show. That's the only thing that's made me feel exactly how Twilight made me feel when Edward left.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Twilight?
Yes.
Do people still like that?
Yeah.
It's actually aged better.
Really?
It's like aged like wine.
I don't think that a lot of people think that because there's a lot of problematic stuff.
This was a different time.
In Twilight.
Yeah, I think people now are like, I can't believe I ever liked
Well, like
that.
bestiality because he's a werewolf.
Or the
No.
fact that he's
Oh.
like 200 and
Like
she's 14.
imprinting on a child
Yeah.
and the age
What-
and
I don't-
him like gaslighting her into like being with him.
Okay, so it's the story of Twilight.
It was hot, whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
like,
just
okay,
don't
give me a
get
break.
why do the Cullens have to go to high school?
No,
They-
that is
Because
a
they have
weird
to fit in.
thing.
It's a small town. They have
Yeah.
to fit in. They can't
But
just
they're gonna
like,
be there every year?
Homeschool.
Oh wait, did the Cullens just move there?
No, they had lived there for a couple years.
Okay, because if they're always going to school, it's like how long are you going to high school for?
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing is I think they have to keep moving.
Got it. I don't remember really.
Yeah, they have like a scam doing in each town. They just have to move from town to
Just
town.
make everyone
Yeah.
vampires.
Wait, do vampires like fictionally exist in Twilight? So like
Yes.
they have a dialogue. She's like, "Wait, so you're like a vampire?"
Yeah, yeah.
She knows what like a vampire is.
Yes, it's not like it's normal.
God, if I was in that town, I'd be like vampires, vampires. Like,
No, I don't think a vampire is like a normal thing though. Right? Like she's like, you're a vampire? Or like no one had. She's never. seen
No,
one.
they know what vampires are.
No, like they know what vampires are like how we do, but it'd be crazy if we actually saw one.
Yes.
It's like that.
Yeah, but he's saying he could, if he saw the Cullens, he'd be like, they're vampires.
Oh yes. Well,
I think I don't know. It's kind of
Why? 'Cause they're pale.
Yeah, just pale, strange, wealthy.
Vampire.
Have you ever seen Only
He's a
Lovers?
doctor.
Only Lovers
pin is
Left
pale white?
Alive. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's with Tilda Swinton and who's the guy that dated Taylor Swift for a while? Tom Hiddleston or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, do you not want to? Oh. It's kind of interesting.
She's just rubbing her eye.
But these are like
Tom
vampires
Hiddleston.
that have been like, they've been alive for like hundreds and hundreds of years. And what's wild is if we were vampires and we were like immortal, us not like we're like best friends, but like we might not see each other for like 50 or like 75 years. But for them, that's like kind of like no time.
It's like 6 months or something.
Like, it's really beautiful. Like, he meets back up with his old vampire friend, and they like get back into shenanigans.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, cool.
It's like really beautiful too. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Again?
Only Lovers Left Alive, I think that's the name of it.
Only lovers left.
Sounds like a Colleen Hoover book.
What are some things that you do to relax after a long day?
Well, it's just going to be considered a scammy lawyer, so.
Get a massage on my feet. Get high.
Do you have like I gotta do this? It's like
Well, I just love getting on the couch and throwing on a show. That's like my go-to. I have to put the fire on, and I'm like, let's
get in the fucking
cue
zone.
it up,
I
baby.
spend a lot of time on Letterboxd trying to find like if there's some movie out there that like I need to see. I'm very like picky about before I sit down. I don't like scrolling and watch. I like to hunt one down and then go find it.
There's a movie
I'll
Nolan
spend like
just
30
watched.
minutes trying to find like.
Yeah, I'd rather spend 30 minutes looking to pick a movie rather than just picking one. And now I'm like stuck for 2 hours watching a mediocre movie.
Have y'all seen that Netflix like crime thriller doc called Lover Stalker
in
Killer?
Omaha.
It was bananas.
It's crazy. I told Erin she needs to watch it because it's like
It was in Omaha?
Yeah.
I thought it was like Iowa.
no
Lover Stalker
well,
Killer.
It was like Council Bluffs and Omaha. And Council Bluffs is literally like Omaha, basically. It's like right there.
Council Bluffs?
Yeah, we call it Council Tucky.
Moving
I
on.
got a call this morning from Cummington,
Cummington.
Come
Massachusetts, which I had no idea even existed.
It's a new town.
But it made me
Are
giggle.
you coming to
It was
Cummington?
like the first thing I saw when I woke up, and it was just like Cummington.
Did you answer?
No.
Like C-U-M-M.
Yeah.
Right.
Who named that?
Made me giggle.
Okay.
Wait, can I say something
Yes.
silly? Speaking of Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
Her dad's last name is Cummings, and her mom's maiden name is Cumming.
Mary
Wait,
Cummings.
really?
Yes.
Singular?
Yes.
So her name is like Mrs. Cummings?
Well, she's goes by Whitney Cummings, but her dad's last name was Cummings, so that's her last name, and then her mom's maiden name was Cumming.
Isn't there a couple that has the same first and last name? Some celebrity couple? Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor and Taylor.
That's kind of sick.
My best friend, she's Sammy and married to
Oh, yeah.
Sam. So now they're both
Oh.
Sam Russell.
That's kind of sick.
I also
Yeah.
know a guy or a girl named like Katie Ball, and she married like a guy named Andrew Hall. Like it was like
Katie Ball and Andrew Hall.
she like went from Ball to Hall. Like she just changed one letter in her
Oh,
name.
funny.
It was
So
just,
that's an upgrade.
Hall.
I don't know what his name is, but what were we just talking about?
Movies?
Letterboxd.
Relaxing after a long day.
Whitney Cummings, relaxing.
Lawyer scammers.
It's about Whitney Cummings, but
What?
both of her parents, like both of her parents
Have passed, yeah.
have passed, yeah.
Her mom just passed away.
Did
like,
she have her
for
baby
Christmas.
yet?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
What did she name it?
I don't think she said. Or I just haven't paid attention.
When she was on Rick Glassman's podcast, Rick Glassman's mom is so funny and awesome, and he'll randomly like call his mom in podcast to like ask her a question like about his youth or whatever. And her mom was like, his mom is a big Whitney Cummings fan, and she like is like, oh my God, Whitney, I'm such a big fan. You are gonna be such a fantastic mom. And she goes, you love that baby so much. She says the sweetest thing to Whitney Cummings, and Whitney Cummings starts like breaking down, like crying and getting like so emotional because she's like. Not like coming from a place of like jealousy towards like what Rick has,
Yeah.
but she's just like,
she didn't
I'll
have
never
that.
experience like the relationship that
Yeah.
you have with your parents, but I can't wait to do that with my own kid. But she was also pregnant while she was recording.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
really great moment.
She's had a crazy life. This will be very brief, but I know her parents both had strokes and they didn't have like any health insurance, so they were in ICUs for like months and months and months, and Whitney paid for all of it. I mean, millions of dollars just because her parents were in ICU.
The American
No.
healthcare system is
Terrible.
crazy. And our school system, like, there was just something that went viral about a woman who's donating like $1 billion so
yeah.
that
Oh my God.
Einstein Medicine of School is like completely tuition free, whatever.
People are so mad because they're like, well, doctors are going to get rich. So you should give it to people who actually aren't going to make money.
but so many doctors have to pay off
No,
their
it's-
loans.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
no,
doctors be
insane.
rich?
It's also like,
doctors
why-
should be
isn't
rich.
this what people want? You want billionaires
Yes.
to donate to places that can use like funding just because
Yes.
they're going to maybe be rich in the future doesn't mean they can afford to go to school now.
Also, that school is in like a lower income part of like New York, and I think it's not.
Oh.
It's not like
in
a
the Bronx.
Harvard. Yeah.
people are so fucking annoying.
No,
I saw
that
it on Twitter yesterday.
But
and
like I was
"Can we
watching
shut
that, and
up?"
I'm thinking like Europeans are probably watching this. Like America is an
Laughing.
insane country. Like
Yeah.
all of our tuition is free. Like the fact that you go into debt to go to school, or you break your arm and you go to debt.
Yeah.
Like for Europeans
Doesn't
in
make
like
sense.
Italy and Spain and all these places, like they're just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And you're just
know.
seeing.
No, we're
I
the
feel like
laughing stock.
we're living in
Totally.
the past right now of just like
Yeah.
school
This
costs
is
money.
why we need Donald Trump to
Yes.
win the presidency.
Preach it, sister. I don't know if you guys are gonna like
I'm
answering
kidding.
this one. It might be a little cringe.
I forget our producer like doesn't know us yet.
Yeah, he probably
He's
thinks we're like Trumpies. We talk about it.
yeah.
He
He
just
clicks,
wants to leave.
pause. Like, just silent.
He's like, I accidentally just deleted this 11 times.
What do you guys think has helped you stay humble and true to yourself after living in LA and being in the influencer space?
Oh, I'm
for
not
this long?
humble. Please.
What's humble?
Wait, can you read that
Give an
again?
example. Like,
I was like
or-
trying to think of a joke when you said that. Can you read it one more time?
What do you think has helped you stay humble and true to yourself after living in LA and being in the influencer space for this long?
I don't know. I guess I just don't. I'm like, I don't think of myself as like an important person.
Same, like at all. I don't
Yeah.
think that don't think of myself as famous.
I'm
I don't
just
think of
like,
myself
yeah.
as
My favorite is when someone comments like, wow, they're so out of touch LA people. And I'm like, we are not like A-list celebrities by any stretch of the imagination. We do our own grocery
make
shopping.
videos.
Yeah, like
hang out with like influencers all the time too.
Oh,
We almost never
You guys
do.
are like the only ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes people think that like we only associate or hang out with like other people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like figure out the right answer for that because I don't feel like
I just don't feel
what would
important like that
somebody
at all.
say to that? Like if they
Well, I think it would be like,
is it gratitude? Like
I don't know.
don't-
Yeah.
Wait, what are you looking for?
like what would be like an ideal perfect answer to
Video
that?
gets clipped. Influencers don't know how to respond.
What would be an answer that a normal person would say? I talk to my mom every day.
Influencers struggling to realize how they're
No,
humble.
it's just because like we
love-
literally don't feel like anything important.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for like me specifically. Like I don't feel like I'm ever above anyone.
Yeah.
You still feel like
And-
insanely lucky and grateful for
Of
all of
course.
it?
Oh my god. Of
Yeah.
course.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's
No, it
insane.
doesn't make any sense how we got here or,
Yeah.
what we've been able to do and doing still. Like, thank God, like, we're sitting in this room on
Yeah.
a Thursday, like, chatting with our friends, having fun, and it's part of our job. But I don't think that I'm better than anybody. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
If someone's working a 9 to 5, I'm not like, oh, you have to do that. Well, I just get to do this.
no, never.
Like I'm like, we're all doing the same.
If
thing.
anything,
We're all
I'm like, I'm the idiot. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really work. I mean, I work, but yeah, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's insane when someone will like recognize me or Matt in public. I'm just like, that's insane.
It's
It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I love
And
it.
people come up to Matt all the time, and I'm always just like, that is so fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
and it's like nice when people are nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone not be nice?
Have you?
No, I was gonna say maybe you were gonna say this too. I don't know. But the only thing that's been like frustrating is like early emo night days. People would be so drunk,
Yeah.
and would not stop talking, and they were just like drunkenly talking to you for like a long time.
yeah.
Which
And
at
it's,
first I'm
a
like, oh,
weird
cute.
thing to
Like,
be like, okay, gotta go.
yeah, you don't want to be like, okay, going over here now. But it's just like, okay, like
Yeah.
there's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always really hard to when you're just like out doing something. It's not hard, but it's just like a little like, okay, I don't know what to do. And someone just comes up and is like, hi.
Oh,
And,
Oh, yes, you're
and
like,
then I'm like, oh fuck, like, do I know this person?
Right.
And
That
am I
is
being a dick and like I don't remember them? Or is it like someone who
Yeah.
recognizes me? Or am I just like thinking too highly of myself?
Right.
Yeah.
So
well,
those
it's not
are
even
always
that.
really
It's just a
awkward
plausible
when like
option.
they don't need when they don't like interact. I love meeting people when I'm out and like
like
at a
partying.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Or
best.
I love when it's like you're traveling like in some random town, you pull off in a gas station, you get gas, you walk into a convenience store, and the kid working there is like, what are you doing here? Like those interactions where maybe they live in a place where it's not that exciting, but for them it's the most memorable moment ever.
Yeah.
I really love those interactions too, where
Yeah.
it's just like, this is so great, you made my day. Like I was like,
That
I
happened
love that.
to me at the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland in 2018, and it was the craziest
You're like all the way over
experience
here.
in my life. She was working like we were.
Check out and get a boy. What are you doing here at the Cliffs of Moher?
No, she literally was like, "What are you doing here?" And then I was like,
Get
"Oh
the
my-"
fuck out.
I was like shocked because I'm like, that's so crazy that people in like other countries are like in LA when people come in up to us and say hi. I'm like, oh, like we're in the city of stars, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna see someone more famous than me around the corner.
100%.
Yeah, go to Erewhon.
But then
It's
like
all
in Ireland and other like countries that I've been to, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is mind blowing to me.
That happened to me in Ireland too. I was having breakfast when I was at that wedding, and there was like someone working there, and she was like kind of like standing far away, and I was like looking at us, and I thought we did something wrong, and I was like, "Fuck, I think I'm in trouble. Like we must have done something."
Yeah.
And then the manager
Humble
came over and
King?
was like, "Hey, so sorry, but like, do you have a podcast called Good Influences?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Well, there's someone working here that is a big fan, and she'd love to say hi." And I was like, "Oh my god, of course!" And I think I sent you guys the video of her too.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking crazy.
No, it's wild.
My
It's so
mom
cool.
is like so funny with it. My parents visited years ago. We went to Universal. They loved Universal, by the way. But anytime,
Shout out to
Shout out
Universal.
Universal, fast pass.
just saying, it's a good time. Anytime my mom thought anyone was looking at me, she'd be like, "Oh, do you want to meet Carl?" Like
my mom
she would do that
does.
the whole time, and it was kind of nice because I had like a buffer where it was like my mom's super talky and like wants to get to know
Sure.
everybody, and
But she also forced you to talk to everybody.
kind of. It was like funny, but I was like, "Okay, mom, I get it." Like, and my dad was like, "Okay."
Yeah, my mom goes like, it's him.
Yeah, it's really no. I'll like land like in Omaha when my parents lived there. I would like land, and my mom would be like, "We got to stop at Michael's because the person who's the checkout lady she's obsessed with you." I'm like, "We got to go to Michael's." Like,
Would you go?
Yeah, she would like make me go.
Oh my god.
Michael's.
She's
Really funny.
pimping you out.
We went to somewhere in Vegas. It was like a boutique where someone wanted to meet me. I don't know. It was just very funny.
Oh my god, I would be. Wait, I couldn't do that.
Also, one of my mom's hairstylists. It was.
That's you're just doing a book tour all around.
I would feel so like I'd be like I'm not important enough to like.
That's
then
how I feel.
Visit someone at Michael's.
Yeah.
That's how I
I'm
feel.
here.
No, that's how I feel, and it's so hard to explain that to her.
Yeah.
Or she'll be like, "Can you send a video to this?" I'm like,
Lucy.
"Oh my gosh, mom."
An Amazon guy was delivering packages to my parents' house one time and was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, but
Is your son back?
is this where Matt King grew up? Because he like knew like
Oh,
where I
cute.
was from and like was listening to
He's
the
like, "I know
podcast
your
and was
address
just
now."
like, I bet this is his parents' house." And he
Oh my
like
God.
said something to them. They loved it, but I was like, that's a little like
That is
a little
funny.
creepy. Leave my parents alone. But yeah.
Now they know where they live.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I lost my spot here. I laughed and then I scrolled
I
away.
laughed and scrolled.
People want us to do a drunk episode real
I
bad.
know.
We
Well,
should.
now we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, party bus.
Hell yeah.
5-minute ride.
Someone asked about a Kurt Vonnegut recommendation. I personally like his short stories. My favorite is, Jesus, sorry, I'm burping. Look at the Birdie is his collection of short stories that I think is awesome. And then also, I think it's called Where Mortals Sleep or something. Those are the main one is Welcome to the Monkey House that everyone knows. Obviously has great stories, but his other two short story books I think are my favorites. Okay, I don't know where my spot went, but I think that might have been
A lot of the questions.
no notes at all. Actually,
flag.
one note. Matt, stop caring what people say in the comments. This is your podcast. If there was a movie about your life, who do you think would be cast to play each of you?
Ooh. Jack Antonoff.
Obviously.
OT.
I don't
I was
know.
thinking
Could
more
act,
of like
too.
maybe like an Austin Butler to play me, or
Yeah, yeah.
You guys talk exactly the same.
yeah, no,
Well,
for
thank you
sure.
very much.
I feel like Emma Stone could play you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
God, Emma
Or
Stone.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. I feel like Anne Hathaway could play Carly.
There's also that.
No, she'd be like Zoe Deschanel, Dakota Johnson.
Oh, Dakota
Like you gotta
Johnson.
get a dark hair, blue eye pop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dakota Johnson for sure. I could definitely see
Put
that.
the bangs.
Who could
Paris
play Matt
Hilton.
King? Carrot Top.
Carrot Top.
Michael Cera.
Dude, I would really want to go to Carrot
Burnham.
Top's show.
Honestly,
Do you
like Joe.
Is he calling?
Yeah,
Joe loves
he's
to call.
hitting us
Joe?
the fuck up right now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He loves to call. How about a text, bud? It's 2024.
No, he'll text me. It's so frustrating. He'll text me and go, "Hey," and I'll go, "Hey," and he'll go, "What's up?" And I just don't respond.
Like,
I'm like,
what do you
"Tell
want?
me what you want."
Yeah, this is.
You know what I love about Joe though? He's always says thank you.
He
After-
does. You'll
anytime
record
you
something. I'll be like,
record,
"Thank you so much," and I do like that.
Always says thank you.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
But no, when people record with us, they should be thinking.
There's an actress though, Erin, who I feel it looks just like you, but she's older. She's
The Mila Jovovich or whatever.
People that
say
one.
that a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who she was.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. Her daughter looks just like her. Have you seen what her daughter
No.
looks like? Identical. Her
Maybe
daughter was
Megan
in.
Fox could play Carly.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
We look
Julianne
identical.
Nicholson. I always feel like you. She's like 52, but
Well, Well,
Aaron, you gotta get
I don't
Botox.
have Botox right now. She could play the older
Like,
version
she's-
of me.
Like,
What's she in?
she's in like
Is she,
Mayor
like,
of
Irish?
She's in Mayor of Easttown. No, she's American. She's.
Oh, stunning.
I always feel like you guys every time I see
Or-
her on
Should I cut my
screen-
hair like that?
You know who else could play Aaron? Is Food Review.
He
What's his
could.
name?
I don't know his name.
Oh God, I forget his name. He's
Aaron,
just like
you
Irish.
comfortable?
Honestly, so comfortable. I wish he would. I wish he would squeeze my feet. I did this to crack my nails, my toes.
Michael Cera, Michael Cera, or
Yeah.
How dare you?
Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham could play.
Would love that.
Yeah.
Would be honored.
I
Bo
don't
Burnham.
I
No,
don't know
you-
if they have like the positive
with this
charisma.
with the
Well,
same
he'd have to be
height,
acting. So
with the same height.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
they
like we
can
have
fix
similar
that on
builds.
screen.
And Michael Cera has like brown eyes. Bo
You know,
Burnham has,
I would just say
I think Bo Burnham's more handsome than me.
probably Matthew McConaughey. Oh, you guys are
all right.
you think you could play
co-alums.
Matt King?
Yeah.
I was researching this guy, Matt King, the Good Influences pod. And I got.
We went to UT together.
Jonah Hill.
Ozempic Jonah.
Ozempic Jonah Hill. Or no, I was gonna joke the guy from Superbad.
Michael
Cera?
Cera.
No, the guy with the fake ID.
Oh, McLovin?
Yeah, McLovin.
He could play me probably. I used to get
Play
called
that.
that in college. Everyone called me McLovin in college.
I do think that Jack Antonoff would be a good actor.
Anders Holm from Workaholics.
That would be perfect for you,
I
actually.
yeah.
would actually like that.
Yeah.
Is that the guy with the curly hair?
No,
And the,
the
mustache?
tall, like brown.
Oh, I was thinking the
He's
curly
like-
hair too.
The tall
What?
guy. Not
Blake?
Blake.
That would be me.
That'd be you, yeah.
Dude, the Workaholics guys, I think, are like so. What a blessing that they all found each other.
I know.
Their chemistry is so good. Like their podcast, I'll see clips of it on TikTok.
Oh, they have one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
obviously
they
a brilliant
still,
idea.
after years, like Workaholics, I don't think is still a show.
That is like the perfect casting.
Yeah. And they were all buds like before. They met each other doing improv,
Yeah.
making sketches, and it's just they work so well together.
That's like Lonely Island. They were all friends
What
since
is
like.
Joe going on about?
I just saw he texted something about Rick Hallis
Oh,
suing
okay. That's what he called me about.
Sandoval and
Okay.
Ariana. I don't know.
I think that was it for like questions, a lot of topic ideas, but
I think there's like some crazy, huge, big celebrity who actually like
Watches or listens?
listens and knows us.
this show,
Like, you know, like Lana Del Rey loves like Remy and Alicia and like Ollie, or like Emma Stone loves that One Girl's Pod or whatever. Like, is there someone out
sure.
there who would like
I would love to know. That'd be
Yeah.
so sick to
Show
know.
yourself.
Show yourself. If any celebs watch us, please DM
I'm
the
so
good
curious
influences
who would it be.
Instagram.
I couldn't even fathom that.
Imagine just Kylie Jenner DMs us. Hey guys, love your pod.
Well, the Joe Rogan guy, Jamie, follows you on Instagram, right?
Yeah, does
Maybe
that
he
count?
listens.
Yeah, but that's not like a celebrity.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get some access to some cool stuff.
Okay, well, I saw this Reddit thread a couple days ago. I just saved it because I thought it'd be a fun thing to just chat about.
Yeah.
It says, what hobbies instantly make a person undateable?
Undateable.
What hobbies? So I'll read like the
Oh,
top
Taxidermy.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. If
was
you're
so
out in the
fast.
shed and you're stuffing dead animals, that is
Shan?
undateable. The smell, where their hands have been at, fuck that. Also,
That was so off the cuff. Like, you did that
Yeah.
so quickly.
It's something that is like giving me the ick is rock climbing.
Why?
No, Aaron, I love rock climbing.
Do we? Oh, yeah,
What
that
about it?
tracks. I would never date you.
How dare you?
It's
kind
just
of
like-
on the same way.
It's just like the way I don't know.
the lifestyle. You
Yes.
ever go into a rock climbing gym? All respect to people who do rock climb.
It's so much fun.
No, I've done it before.
I would love to try rock climbing.
I think that yeah.
I'd
It's
like
so
it.
much
You're in,
fun.
like, your
It's a
hobby
great
era.
workout.
Yeah.
It's like you're not on your phone. You're really thinking. You're using your whole body. It's like such a
No.
meditative experience.
It's just giving me the ick.
Guns. Or people who like go shoot guns for fun.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Just
know
like
if I'd
cleaning
mind that.
guns, got bullets in your house. I don't
Okay,
know.
well we're not compatible.
Do you like shooting guns?
Yeah, I do it on the weekends. I go to the range. I wear my Trump 2024
Oh
hat.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other ones that like. I would
That's a
just-
good question.
What are yours?
Somebody, I was trying to think. I'll have to think. But somebody
Hobbies.
said, honestly, it's worse being with someone who has no hobbies or interests, especially when you try to introduce them to yours and they just don't care enough to try
No,
with you.
so annoying. Like,
That's true.
Have a hobby.
Maybe sounds sexist, but I think if someone's hobby is like cooking, that's fucking awesome.
I thought you were gonna
Oh.
say the latter.
I know.
and
I thought you were
was
going to say that's terrible.
No,
or
that's
something.
awesome. Because like some people are like whatever, like they don't care. But people who are just like,
I know.
Oh, I
A
have one.
diligent cooker, though. I don't want to like be with someone who's like, I like to cook, and it's just a mess every time.
No,
and they
no, I'm
just
saying
are
someone
with
who's
it.
They're
like,
good at it.
They're going,
Yeah.
I'm trying something new. Eat it. Like, no.
They have to be good at it. But someone who's like, I don't know, maybe even like was a chef or is a chef, like, and that's maybe not full time, whatever, but just someone who's just like knows what the fuck they're doing in the kitchen is like, guy or girl. I'm just like, that's so sick.
Oh, what about camping and like van life stuff?
No,
Van life,
absolutely
no.
not.
That's
Camping,
not a no for me.
I'm
No.
too tall for a
No, it's-
van, but also like I'm not a big like. Are you a big national park like girly?
National Park, really?
Like,
I don't know.
there's a degree of like, show me a beautiful like cliff and scenery that I can easily drive up and see. That's good. But I'm not going deep into a national park.
I've been to a couple.
And they're really pretty and
Like
awesome.
Zion, Bryce. I've done both of those. I've done Yellowstone. Is the Grand Canyon a national park? I did that.
I think so. Yeah, maybe. There's
But I'm
some
not,
things where
like-
like I don't really want to go see like Yosemite that badly.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm not like I need to go see these. But if the opportunity presents itself and someone's like, "Hey, do you want to go with me? We're here.
I
Like,
gotta be
let's
with
do
someone who's
it."
good
Sure.
at it. Sure.
Yeah.
I guess I've never really done it. What am I?
Camping, I'm not sleeping somewhere where a wild animal could bother me.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not doing that. No thanks. I just don't have any interest.
You know what? I don't think I could be with someone who likes to go skiing and snowboarding.
Why?
Because that to me is, it's just like, that's such a,
It's getting heated now.
all respect to you.
Oh,
but
I'm not taking offense to it. It's just
like,
interesting.
Like if I'm like seeing on like, you know, a dating app or something and someone's like, oh, I love to go to like Mammoth every weekend or something. I'm just like,
Well, every weekend. That's crazy.
but just like the whole snow sports thing for me, I don't like being cold. I
Yeah,
don't
but
like
what if they're just
schlepping.
doing it without you?
Well, if you're going
Yeah,
to
they'd
date
be like,
someone.
I'm just gonna go up the slope
Yeah,
with
like,
Brad.
I'm going
we'll be
to
back in
Mammoth.
we'll be back in a minute.
If you met like a perfect Jewish girl who cooked for you and
Hilarious.
kept kosher and she was like, I like to ski sometimes, you'd be like, I don't like that hobby.
I'm opening up the Excel spreadsheet and I'm gonna have to do the math on that because that's like
so interesting.
because it's just so much of my life I think would be dedicated to doing something I really don't like doing.
No, but like with the taxidermy, like the person's, I don't think it's like a hobby that you're then going to be forced into doing. It's
but
just
it's like a
seasonal.
week.
It's seasonal.
But it's a week. It's the entire weekend. Like you got to go Friday morning. We got
but
to
she's
pack up
not
all the
saying-
gear.
She's like, I'm going with my friends
Yeah.
to go
no,
skiing.
when you're dating someone, would you
don't
go
have
to
to.
Utah without TJ every?
I wouldn't. He's going without me.
But you go with him. Like
If
you
no one
like
was into
doing it.
snowboarding, I'd be like, see ya. Like, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I'm thinking I wouldn't is I don't want to have to participate in that. That seems to me like
and then you got to buy skis. You got to rent the helmet.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, it's a
expensive.
whole thing.
It's a big. It feels like such a schlep because then you're like sweating and it's cold out. So like, I'm like hot, but I'm cold.
Stunning. When you are on
Yeah,
top of a
yeah.
mountain, it's skiing. Actually, to me, is one of the most beautiful.
Do they got Wi-Fi up
things.
there? Can
Yes.
I like?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I just think that from my understanding of the question was just like if they had a hobby that would then like the taxidermy one I think is good because then they like come home to you and you're like, what were you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like for me the rock climbing thing is like I'm not assuming they're gonna make me go with them, but looking at you scaling a wall in your weird shoes gives me the ick.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm not gonna be doing that, but like thinking of you doing it creeps me out.
Wow. So this is like the only reason I'm saying this is because I feel like I would need to participate.
don't
You
think
don't
that-
even want to participate. You're just like that's gross.
Yeah, it's like
No.
an ick.
Yeah.
An ick type thing. Like, yes, somebody.
Like just a hobby that they have that would turn you off. So you like don't put yourself in the like I would be forced to go skiing every weekend.
Oh yeah, then I don't care. If there's
Okay.
if there was like skiing 20 minutes away and they just wanted to go and I
Oh,
get
yeah.
Saturday to
Okay.
myself to watch Curb.
We're
I'm
finally
like,
on the same page.
We got
Okay.
there.
We got there. Mine would be
Oh.
I could not date someone who was into like loud fucking cars. Or like
Oh.
fast cars, loud
muscle
cars,
cars.
muscle cars. Absolute the fuck not. Shut it down.
and just like
no.
talking on the phone with his boys, like, did you see the new Hellcat V12, man? I'm gonna get my new souped up like.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I just don't like a loud car.
You know what I
Like a
also
Toyota with a spoiler. Those are so funny.
One weird hobby that always like kind of gives me the ick or it gives me anxiety are aquariums.
Oh, don't even
'Cause then
get
I'm
me
like-
started.
'cause
Don't
then I'm
even
like,
get me
what
started.
if you move? Like, where's the aquarium gonna fucking go? Like, you got to get all those fish in bags and shit. It's
yeah.
all this like
The
it's
shark-
a
put the
chemistry
shark in a bag.
fucking thing going on.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you have to keep them alive.
and you got to clean it. It's so like, and you're just
Yeah.
looking at these things every day because it's such a focal point in your house. Like, aquariums. there's places where I'd like to go see that, but in your own home and that's your hobby.
Oh, I thought
the
you
way
meant
it
like
looks.
I thought you
Yeah.
meant like an
I think it
aquarium.
looks like tacky.
Oh, like no, I'm talking about in home.
Like going to like the Boston Aquarium.
That's why I was like, put the fish in bags. I was like, what about the
no, you're
sharks?
saying like in a home.
Yeah,
a
no,
home.
I know. Now I know that. But when he
Oh, you
said
gotta
that,
feed it. There's all, and then you gotta like put new plants in it. That to me is like
no, cleaning a fish tank is I want to do it just to have the experience, but I feel like
It's like plumbing.
you have to do it like every week, right?
Yeah, it's the worst.
And if you don't, you're a bad pet owner, and like you should. I feel like
Yeah, I had
you
a
have
fish
to.
and it was
yeah.
so hard to do. It was like
You
harder than a dog.
You cleaned the tank all the time.
Yeah, and it was just one.
I feel like I'd be so scared of the fish dying too.
I don't
Yeah.
even think he was in a tank because it was like one of those like beta fish.
Oh yeah.
oh, beta
Oh my
fishes
God.
are pretty easy,
I-
but you gotta
so
clean it though.
I
Like
know.
once a week.
I won a goldfish at like a carnival, and we didn't have a tank or anything yet, and so I had a pencil case, and so my mom, it was like a big one though. My mom filled it with water and poked a bunch of holes on the top and put the fish in it overnight so we could go in the morning. Because it was like we got home at night, so in the morning we could go get a
pencil
fish
case.
tank. Yeah, and we woke up and I had cats at the time, and the cat hadn't, this is like so sad, the cat had knocked it off the counter. The water was everywhere and the fish was just dead on the ground.
Wow.
Oh, they didn't even eat it?
No.
That's the
So
point.
sad.
All that
They were probably
work
just
for
they were
nothing?
probably batting it around.
Just
It
for
was like, ew.
sport.
Like the fact that it was just blop, blop, blop on the ground is so sad to me.
God.
Yeah, I don't like loud cars. If you're into that, I'm not into you.
That's a good one. What else? What do
or-
you got?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like if
You're just like politics.
Well-
if their hobbies like could go into rallies on the weekends, like I feel
no,
like
I think if someone's politically engaged, that's cool.
yeah, but
But how
on your
you're
side of
If
it.
they're, I mean, if they want to be Republican or conservative or have those whatever, I just think the Trump cult is
Yeah.
a crazy thing.
How dare you?
on this podcast.
You have any other Reddit things, or was that the one?
I have a couple, but I mean they're all different subjects. I wanted to read a couple that were just like people wrote. The top voted one is anyone who loves pranks where pranks aren't meant for anyone to laugh but are in fact intended to harm, embarrass, or inspire true fear.
Yeah, that's
pranking
just like a
is so
psychopath.
stupid.
Someone said I collect spore molds and fungus, but they're probably like a specialist or
growing
something.
shrooms, huh?
Or that.
Oh, I have one. I feel like if a girl is into like reptiles,
You're
like
dragons?
snake girls.
yeah,
or
or just
like
like lizards,
tarantulas.
yeah, and like
That's good.
Yeah.
terrariums, and you just go into their house and it's like dark
No.
and weird, and there's like lizards, and like, oh, look at how cute he is, and it's like a fucking lizard. Like,
No, I get that.
I'm good, man.
Yeah, that gives me the heat.
I had these buddies in college. They had a like a python, or like what's like the big long one that you have.
Cobra?
They had it, and then they went to Texas State down in San Marcos, which is like 30 minutes from UT. And sometimes I go party down there and crash at their place. And it was like we'd come home from the bar, and I was already planning on staying over. And we're like getting high, and I'm like, so wait, oh wait, where's your snake? It's not in the thing. And they were like, well, I'm like, what? He goes, we let it out one night. And we kept, because we would let it just like slither around on the ground, and one of the roommates thought the other one was going to put it away, and the other one thought it was put away.
Fuck.
And so I'm like, so where is it? They go, we don't know.
Nope, I'd be gone.
And I was like,
Get in a hotel.
so is it here in the fucking like? He
How
goes,
big was it?
Like,
Oh,
and they never knew where that snake
Are
went.
you
And I also,
ever?
during that night though, I was like, I'm crashing in your fucking bedroom. Like I was like, I couldn't like.
I would go get a hotel. I'm not staying in a one with a loose snake.
And imagine-
Like, they
Thank
come to
you.
20 feet long.
And I keep thinking about that like apartment. Like, what if it like went up under like the oven or like behind the refrigerator or something?
Yeah.
And then they moved out and they never knew where the snake went.
Or it goes into some
Like a-
something, and it goes into another apartment or something.
Or like
Yeah.
into the toilet,
Like a
and it's like
vent.
hiding in the toilet.
no.
I wonder if I
Bites
could
your
like
butt.
maybe look up news headlines to see if like
Someone
Snake on
found
the
one.
a python was found in San Marcos and be like, that
So
was
crazy.
your python.
Like, where is it? What if it's just like dead under a piece of furniture that doesn't move with you? Oh. But maybe it would smell. It'd probably smell.
Oh, this is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't think it would have.
Someone said they wouldn't date someone if they were a social media influencer.
That's
Wow.
Which is fair. I think
Honestly,
that's fair.
I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
People who smoke weed and make it their whole personality.
Oh.
I was thinking of that, like, or I think like would give me the ick is like someone if they're like a big bong smoker in your own home.
Bong?
Like Like if you're like
Yeah.
smoking weed in, I think your own
Yeah.
home is like, to me, like as gross as like smoking cigarettes sometimes in your home, because
Yeah.
the smell, it stays there. It smells very like, I mean, but if you're in fucking college, go smoke weed in your fucking, your college apartment. I don't give a shit. But like when you're a full adult and I come over to your place and it like reeks of weed, I'm like,
grow up a little.
grow up. Yeah, go smoke outside or
Yeah.
something. Like,
I can't even do
or
that.
bongs too.
At
Like,
my apartment or my condo.
oh, we gotta get this high. We gotta
Yeah,
do
the gravity
we gotta
bomb.
we gotta do the fucking with the volcano thing
Yeah.
with the big
Yeah.
bag. I'm like,
There's
get
like
that shit out.
black
of my
light Jimi Hendrix posters on the wall.
gas mask,
And
it
the-
gets you extra high, bro.
The,
like
the
fuck
tarp,
off.
whatever they have, like the patterns where it's just like fabric on the wall. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Oh, like the
A tapestry?
neon.
Yes, tapestry.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Tie-dye.
Grow up.
Tapestries give me the
Tie-dye.
ick.
Yeah,
The
that
hippie
is-
girl tapestry.
Oh yeah, you know it smells awful in there too. It's just like no, thank you.
Yeah.
These are good, Carly.
Someone said gambling, which is a good one because that can be
yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Aggressive.
Someone said Reddit moderator.
honestly, yeah.
That.
If you're moderating a Reddit, that's like your whole personality.
Careful.
True. No, but you know what I
I
mean.
get
There's
what
people
you're
who are
saying.
like,
It's,
they'll-
like, so
They
serious.
moderate like 7 Reddits for like a video game, and they're like
Yeah.
banning people, and
Like,
they
I don't think this is blah, 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 blah.
yeah, like people who are.
What is Reddit gold? When you get gold on Reddit, can you convert? Is that money or what happens when you
I
get
think it's just a
don't know.
gift
the
that
gold?
you get.
Oh, but people always like edit. Thank you so much for the gold. Oh my
I know,
I think
I
you
don't
get
know.
like
Memes.
Reddit premium access for like a month or something. It's like a free month of premium.
What's that?
I don't know.
Like, oh, no ads or stuff like that. I've actually
Oh,
sometimes
maybe.
considered that because there are a lot of ads.
I
on
like
Reddit.
seeing the ads on Reddit though. I like seeing how cringe they are. Hey Reddit, ever thought about losing weight quick? I'm like,
What?
okay, obviously this is a fucking ad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Someone said when I was dating, I couldn't date the gym rats.
Oh, ew, like boys who take selfies. If I like was
That-
on a dating app and I saw a guy like post a shirtless mirror selfie, I would immediately be like, I'm good.
Okay, that's a gym rat. Or they spend
Yeah.
too much time at the gym.
I
it's
feel
like their
if they
personality.
Yeah, if they spent a lot of time at the gym, that wouldn't bother me. But if they were like, yeah, taking mirror selfies, filming themselves.
Always wearing those cutoff shirts that are like
Cut-off
barely
shirts.
shirts, the gallon of water.
By
Yeah.
the way, I can do all of these things. He cannot.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So
to
funny.
me.
Equinox though, like I'll go there and like I'll be there in the morning and I'll see someone. I'm like, okay, that person works out in the morning. And then sometimes I'll go at like 3 p.m. and that person's there, and I'm like, had
do
they
the same
been
thing
there?
then.
Well, but then I'm like, huh?
but you're doing
same
it too.
pattern.
But no,
They might be
no.
thinking the same thing
oh,
about
maybe,
you.
But then I'm like, have they been here though for 6 hours? Like they live at the gym, like they work from like home, but they're like just that they're doing like two a days.
Equinox is crazy because they do have like areas that you can work. Like my trainer would tell me people would literally be there all day long. They would like work out, then like shower, do all their business, then sit in the little area and do their work, take calls. One time I saw a guy
Jesus.
recording a fucking podcast.
Oh, getting their money's worth, really.
Multiple times.
Wait,
He would-
where?
At Equinox.
That's insane.
I mean, that's
it
like a
was
great way to get your money's
nuts.
worth.
And like I would always like gossip with her. I'd be like, this guy's recording a fucking podcast. She's like, girl, like the things he does. Like
they allow
just-
that? Did he have like a set? I mean,
Yeah, he had like his laptop, one of the little like microphones, and was just sitting there. Like people,
where?
there's like a seating section.
That's unhinged.
I just
No,
like it'd be
crazy.
so loud in a gym.
No,
How
it's
do you,
nuts.
How do you record a podcast in a gym?
But yeah,
Yeah,
like to what you were saying, and then people would like work out again,
I guess, yeah. That
and
is
then like
what's-
in the complex, it's at like go get food and then come back, go home.
I mean, you're paying like a couple $100 a month. You might as well get your money.
You're basically paying rent at this, at this gym.
yeah.
That's insane.
Did you see the kid who like flies to school every day instead of drives
I
because
did see that.
it saves, or instead of getting an apartment in that city because it's cheaper to
I saw
fly?
a girl who does an internship.
Yes, it was an internship.
It was like, was it in Vancouver or?
I think so.
You
was
have
it
to go to
Canadian-
school like 3
It's like
days
a 40-minute
week.
flight.
Yeah.
And it was like a couple $1,000
every day.
No, it's
No.
like
Two-
3 days a week.
2 times a
Okay.
week, I
He
think.
would fly to school
and then fly
home instead of getting an apartment
Yeah.
where school was because it was cheaper.
I saw that there was a girl, I think she lived in like Charleston
Mm.
or something, and would have to go to New York for an internship like one
Oh, I
day a
remember
week.
this, yeah.
And it was cheaper for her to do that than get an apartment in like even New Jersey.
Yeah, life's too expensive. These fucking greedy corporations.
I just saw one post that I think we're all going to agree with. It says a Disney adult.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what I'll say about that. I think that there's levels. It's a spectrum
Yeah.
of Disney adults.
Oh.
A lot are on the spectrum.
It is a spectrum.
But like I used to think it was binary, like that's a Disney adult, that isn't. And like
Yeah.
the ones who are full blown, like wearing the hats, wearing the shirts,
You're doing the theme days. Like we're doing Dapper Day. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's a nightmare. But Will and Arden, I would consider Disney adults.
they go probably 4 times a year.
That's more than most people
No,
go.
I don't think that's a Disney adult.
Disney adult
Disney adult,
is-
like that's your life.
Yeah, it's
your
a lifestyle.
personality.
But like I liked going to Disney World with them because
Yeah.
they felt it was like they knew where everything was. They had their like what lay of the land. They knew what rides to go, and I was like,
That
wow,
is
this
nice
is great.
about the Disney adults. They know where everything
Yeah.
is and how to
And
get
like it was
places.
just such a great experience. But yeah, I don't think that they're
like,
making it
when
their
you
whole
walk
life.
into their home, like how many Disney things
You don't
do
see
see
anything.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Not
it's
a
on a
Disney
spectrum.
adult.
People are like, we need to get there
No,
early
I think
because
they
have
just
the new.
like Disney. I don't think that
They're Disney adults.
To me, I would not be like they're a Disney adult.
like we got to get the new popcorn bucket.
yeah, yeah. No, exactly.
Charge.
No, I just don't
Yeah.
understand.
Or like at their wedding or someone like
Oh my
people
God.
at their weddings will have like a Mickey and Minnie or something at
Do
the
you think-
wedding.
Do you think anyone's had bridesmaids that are all Disney princesses?
For
Yes.
sure.
Okay.
But
I
here's the
assume.
thing, though. Why should I hate on if that brings them joy?
No,
No,
you, no,
It's not
no,
that
we're
you're
not
hating on
saying.
them.
just your partner. You wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to handle dating.
Like if Patricia,
Put up all
It's
these
like,
Mickey
we gotta
Mouse
go to
shit
Disney.
everywhere.
We're going to Disney.
And your
Or no,
house
but in
was
your
filled
house
with Mickey
had
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse stuff
Oh,
everywhere.
absolutely
like all your
not.
china,
Gumball machine.
all your fine
She
china.
wore a Mickey Mouse watch and like
Mickey Mouse PJs to bed.
yeah.
Your bed sheet is
She just watches movies with like
Daffy
the mouse
Daffy.
ears on at home.
Yeah.
all your artwork is Disney posters.
Oh no, that would be a nightmare.
See, that would be a nightmare. I don't care if someone's a Disney
She
adult.
comes
like,
home
do your
every
thing.
day
I
with a
would go
different
same
piece of Disney memorabilia. Like every day. Oh, I got this. I got
Yeah.
this.
But
All the
think it's
content
good-
they post online.
But it's good to be friends with the Disney adult. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you're right. I guess Will
I
and
don't
Arden
think
are
they're
not
Disney adults. I
But
think they just like Disney.
the park is.
Yeah.
I guess I would always think. I just thought that the park was what a Disney adult was. Someone who goes to the park a lot. But there's people who don't necessarily go to the park, but they just make Disney their whole life.
yes.
But they like plan a trip once a year. It's like their trip, and they spend
It's
so
their
much money
Super Bowl, yeah.
putting so much work and effort into this Disney trip, and they have a good time, which is great.
I feel like Disney adults got to go like multiple times a year.
Right. I would love to go back with them because I feel like they know
Yeah.
their shit,
Yeah.
which is super fun.
It's also nice just going to Disney with just you and your significant other, and you get to make the day, rather
That
than like
too.
going with a big group and someone's like, "We got to go
want
here."
like a
we
tour
gotta
No,
go.
big
guide.
groups are the worst.
I want to do that.
That'd be fun.
What?
I want one of those tour guides.
Oh yeah.
Give me the tea.
It's not like $1,000 for the day.
Maybe we have a listener who
Works at Disney?
Works at Disney and could take us out.
I went to Disney with a full-blown Disney adult.
Yeah, she did.
How was it?
Great, because she knows everything under the sun. And it was like so seamless because she's like, okay, now we're gonna put in like a fast pass here, but we're gonna pop over to California Adventure, and then we're gonna do this ride, and then we're gonna do this. And
That's
this.
nice.
that's what I
I
need.
need quick
Yeah.
with the genie fast pass thing.
Yeah.
I know how to
And I was
do
like,
it.
I didn't have to think. And then she'd be like, oh, look up ahead. There's like a hidden Mickey here.
I like the TikToks where it's like going to Disney World, the Disney adult, and it's someone making fun of what they do. And if you notice, the ground is go away green because and it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. At 3
That's funny.
o'clock, Goofy will come out and he'll do your taxes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I just don't understand. Like, I don't hate it. I just think it's like silly, but it's because I don't get it.
And also, like, why aren't we canceling them if Walt Disney was a racist?
Oh, Aaron.
And-
Shots fired.
Aaron with a hot take.
And isn't he Frozen? Like,
And you know the conspiracy theory that they made the movie Frozen by
Yeah,
Disney as
so
a
you
way
couldn't
to
Google it.
Yeah.
mess with the search.
and the
Disney
song,
Frozen.
The
He
song
doesn't
"Let It
come
Go," get over it.
Whoa.
Let it go, folks.
yeah, he's Frozen, so he's privileged, so we should cancel him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she has a flask in her purse.
Well, it depends.
This one's
Yeah, it
so
depends
dumb.
on the situation.
How big is the bag?
Yeah. That, to me, that screams like financial like instability. Like she can't
Yeah.
afford a drink at like places.
Or alcoholic or something.
oh, it's
Or
right.
she's just fun.
Someone said interest in celebrities.
Okay.
That's boring.
That's like Mike's criteria.
I mean, well, you guys have helped me with that a lot. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, I used to think people who are just like not obsessed, but really into like Bravo and celebrity culture and all that. I'm like, these people are fucking idiots. But like,
Yeah, but
you
then-
guys are into it, and I have nothing but respect for the two of you.
And
so,
what did I text you last night?
What did you text me last night?
A Bravo. With
Oh, right, with Cheryl and Susie.
Yep.
Yeah, R.I.P. Richard Lewis.
Worlds Colliding. See, there's
Yeah.
something for everyone on Bravo.
This kind of goes along with the gym rat thing, but someone said people who run for 2+ hours a day, their entire life revolves around eating
2+
enough and sleeping
hours?
enough to run.
I think
Because
anybody
there
who's
are
like an
people-
obsessive about anything is probably just not the easiest to deal with.
I don't know. That wouldn't like bother me if it like didn't involve me.
Yeah. But
They
these
weren't
people
like,
are saying
you gotta
there's
come on, let's do it. Like,
but it's, honestly though, like if they were wearing like one of those packs that has the waters and the bars, like the marathon runners do like every day, and he comes in like spandex shorts, I feel like that would maybe give me the ick.
Or like a biker guy, like a biker dad on the weekends with his boys.
Yeah.
With the spandex and their bike going like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if I didn't have to hear about it,
Yeah.
that'd be fine.
interesting. Someone said true crime. Sorry, Matt. Creepy and disrespectful to victims and their families. No, I don't think your mugshot water bottle is cute. I don't think you should have a phone case with a serial killer on it. Obsessing over gruesome real life deaths is insensitive and often downright cruel.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you're
Case with Ted Bundy.
if you're accessorizing,
Get
if you're
it.
accessorizing true crime and making it like a novelty
I would be
of
scared.
But I mean, people were like upset with I think it was Netflix for doing the Jeffrey Dahmer one because they're glamorizing it, but I don't feel like it was not glamorized.
It wasn't glamorized. People just think he's hot.
Yeah.
I think he's a very interesting case too. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that if like you are buying memorabilia for a serial killer, like you need to take a deeper
Yeah,
look.
It's giving like a
inside.
Trump flag on your car.
I think I would be like
Yeah.
scared to date them. I wouldn't be like turned off. I'd be like, oh, maybe,
Right.
maybe.
Someone said taxidermy. And then someone said, I would love to meet a guy who does this. Also, skincare. Okay. Someone said Real Housewives enthusiasts.
Jealousy's a disease. Get well soon.
Peace
Did you just come up with that?
No.
Oh, that's
No,
a really
that's an
good
old-
line.
It's like an old it's actually very funny. It's like an old meme that I used to use like
Yeah.
a decade ago. And
It'd be like
one
in
of the
cursive.
Real Housewives of Salt Lake made it her tagline, which she probably had no idea because a lot of the time they're just written for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Jealousy is a disease. Hope you get well soon.
Get well
Yeah.
soon.
Put that on my gravestone.
Jealousy's a disease.
No, it's
bitch.
like a millennial Chewy thing at this point.
Oh, I don't care. I'm steering right into that.
It was like an AIM away messages, like
I love it.
back then.
So funny.
Okay, well, thanks again for watching, everyone. Check out the subreddit. Thanks for being on there, and we'll see you
No
next week.
snarking.
Bye.
Bye.